welcome to Annette's Astrology Corner, your empath astrologist, and I am here to talk to you about Jupiter going direct on April 8th in Leo. The reason why I'm so excited to talk to you about this is because Leo is my sun. And so it going direct in your sun is no better place for Jupiter to be. Now, I am a Leo on the cusp of Cancer, so the primary degrees that I have is in Cancer, so it's really not going to emphasize my sun all that much, but I do have 4 other influences in Leo that are between 12 and 22 degrees where Jupiter is going to be transiting back and forth. It's very important for you to know where Jupiter is in your sign, where Leo is, and where any fire energy is, so that you can see how this wonderful planet is going to bless you. Now, I would like to start with talking about just what is Jupiter. Some key words for Jupiter are expansion. It is a very generous planet. It gives you lots of blessings and it gives you a lot of optimism. Now, Jupiter does everything to the nth degree. It's like everything you want times 10. And so it's a very easy planet to get caught up in and go in the wrong direction in. And so I really like to emphasize the low vibration of this energy, and that is it can cause Leos to get a little full of themselves and a little bit egocentric and a little bit too generous, and maybe they're going to love their fine wine and they're going to love their good food too much, and it can expand your waistline. And so you really want to be careful that when Jupiter goes direct, that you're mindful of how invigorating this energy can be and how it can make you go forward, but in the wrong direction. So I think for the most part, all Leos are humble enough to accept this energy for exactly what it is and moderate this energy and get the most out of this energy. We've all been humbled. Our egos have been put in check. So I think for the most part, this is just going to be an energy that rebuilds our sun, that re-identifies our structure, our foundation in our life. It's where it transits in your chart. It's going to take that energy to the next level. And so knowing where this energy is at for you is very important. So you're probably thinking, why are you dressed up that way? Well, one of my most favorite entertainers is Christina Aguilera, and she wore this beautiful green dress in a movie called Burlesque, and she touched me. I mean, she reached in and touched my soul. And so this is just a recreation. She is a Sagittarius, sun and ascendant, and so which is ruled by Jupiter, which is why to get all caught up in this Jupiter energy, I wanted to just manifest them within myself. So I role played and came up with Christina Aguilera. Another thing is Jupiter is going to make Leos more flashy. They're going to make them stand out more. They're going to make them catch more attention. And so this is going to be kind of like what you're going to be. When you see a Leo, they're going to stand out. They're going to be different. They're going to be extraordinary, and they're going to be completely, utterly magnetic in this Jupiter energy. And so it's a great time for Leos, especially, to get out there, fully do themselves up, and just go mix and mingle, because this energy can be very, very, very powerful if you want to ignite like an entertaining career, an acting career, anything that puts you in the limelight, that puts you in the center of attention. You're going to want to start doing that. Now, most of you are like, well, what if I'm not a Leo? Or what if I don't have a significant personal planet in Leo? This energy is going to bless us all. It is just a powerful energy. It's like the Pluto-Uranus squares. Even if you weren't a cardinal sign, the Pluto-Uranus squares went through and kicked everybody's butts. And so this is going to be that same type of energy. It's going to bless you whether you're a fire sign or not. It is going to emphasize fire signs. It is going to be very beneficial for fire signs to have this kind of energy in fire. But it is also going to be highly beneficial to all of those who have been waiting for this beautiful planet to go direct. Now, I encourage you to go to cafeastrology.com if you do not know your natal chart yet, because you're going to want to know where A, Jupiter is, and B, where Leo is at in your chart. You're also going to want to look at the degrees. And the degrees for this particular energy should be between 12 and 22 degrees. That's the maximum potential. That's the degrees that this transit is going to be emphasizing the most. That doesn't mean that if you don't have those degrees, however, that your Leo isn't in those degrees. Like my sun is like, I think it's like 1.38 degrees, and so it's not going to emphasize my sun a whole lot. It's because my son's a baby, because most of my energy is in my cusp of Cancer. And so that's where I'm the oldest and the wisest, and I'm a baby in my Leo cusp side, for all those who don't really know a lot about cusp, which I'm really going to go into at some point. Whenever Jupiter is in your sign, it emphasizes a long-term commitment. It emphasizes romance, but romance that just blows your mind and just touches your heart and soul. And anytime Leo is ignited like this, the Leo energy, it's just fire just shoots out of them, and they just are their authentic self through and through. They can't even hide it. It's not going to be hidden behind their ascendant for too long, because this energy makes them want to just jump out of their skin. And then we have all this Aries energy in us, and I have to tell you, I'm so pumped about this particular transit, because I've been single for a really long time, and I just love love. I want to be in love. I love everything about love. I love music that has love in it. I love the feeling of love, so much so that obviously I've fallen in love with the wrong people just because I just want love so bad. But this energy isn't about rose-colored glasses energy. This energy is about romance for the long haul, the long term, because that's Jupiter energy. It's long-term energy. And so I really just want you to soak all that up and put yourself out there. If you are guarded, Leos, this is not the time to hide and let fear rule you, because if fear is ruling you, Jupiter will expand your fear. You really want to emphasize this energy in the right way. When I talk about harnessing energy, when I tell you that these influences are coming into your chart, I tell you so that you can connect with the high vibration in that energy, not the low vibration. Yes, Jupiter can be very detrimental if you are living in fear and you are having an identity crisis at this point. Then, yeah, it can be very... And it could expand that issue, and it can bring all kinds of crazy stuff into your life. So we want to connect with the highest vibration in this energy, and that's what I want to emphasize. And I want to tell you how. So this is a great time. I said that March and April were pivotal months because it's the only time besides November and December when personal planets aren't in retrograde. So we want to really move forward with as much of this energy as we can, and we want to manifest it in a forward motion. This planet is direct. It's direct until July, and so of this summer. And so you really want to use this energy when it's at its fullest and most powerful to start a creative endeavor. This is going to emphasize creativity. It's going to make you want to not be in that 9 to 5 job. It's going to make you want to seek something out where your creative juices can flow. And even if you're in that 9 to 5 job, you're going to get this energy is going to be so contagious. You may come up with some creative new ideas that may make that company expand. That may be incredibly beneficial to that company and may get you noticed, because this energy is all about getting noticed. You are going to get noticed whether you want to or not. So you might as well go with it. You might as well dress up. You might as well look beautiful. And you might as well just go out there and give it 100%, because that's what Jupiter is going to ask you to do anyway. You might as well not fight Jupiter. I mean, Jupiter is a no-nonsense planet. So you might as well. It's a huge planet. It's a very, very, very powerful, expansive energy. So you want to make sure that you're harnessing this in directions you want to go. This energy can make you incredibly prosperous in anything you put your mind to. But what I want to emphasize about this energy is that we have Saturn in retrograde right now. Okay, so Saturn is the planet of karma. Saturn is our great teacher. And Jupiter and Saturn are going to kind of team up here. I don't think they're going to team up like, run in the field, rah, 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 because if you have had some previous karmic issues that you need to repair, I think Jupiter may guide you and make it beneficial for you to move forward and may push you in the right direction. And with Saturn's teachings, I think you may find that you excel faster if you have these two planets in these energies, Saturn in retrograde and Jupiter moving full force and direct. It may make that transition a lot easier. It's definitely not a bad energy, I don't think. But what I want to emphasize is that when Saturn is in retrograde, we don't want to start brand spanking new endeavors. The endeavor that you start has to be something that you've been thinking about for a while. And if you've been thinking about for a while and Saturn thinks that it's a really good idea and doesn't see any obstacles, Jupiter's going to come in there and make that thing just go poof. It's just going to make it just blow up and times 10. It's going to make it such a magnificent and fascinating energy. It's going to make that come true, but fast. And prosperous, by the way, insanely prosperous. So this is a time that with Saturn asking you to go back and fine tune things, it could mean that you have this big creative project that you want to go back and fine tune. And then Jupiter is saying, okay, now that we're done fine tuning it, I am going to bless them and push it forward, and it's going to be immediately prosperous. And I really want you to think about what that could be. Did you always want to be an actor? Did you always want to sing? Did you always want to be noticed by somebody? And this is a romantic connection. This is the time to harness this energy and move forward and make it happen for you. This is a great time to re-identify your business. Say you have a business, but your webpage is kind of and your logo is maybe and maybe you haven't even been utilizing YouTube. This is a great time to focus all of your energy on sprucing up a logo, maybe branding yourself. This will work really well with the Saturn in retrograde as well as Jupiter going direct. It will make you highly creative, so maybe you'll come up with a brand new concept about marketing maybe, and you'll come up with like visually a beautiful advertising campaign with this. And so I would really move forward with this type of energy in business. It's going to make you completely magnetic. You're going to get noticed at work. So I would do whatever I could to just be ready for opportunity. Jupiter is opportunity, and so you may have opportunities coming from nowhere. Now remember, we've got Uranus energy still in here, and so I really want you to utilize Uranus, because Uranus can bring you sudden opportunity. Well, if you're dressed and on point and you've got your resume updated, you're ready for this opportunity, so you want to think this way. Really, honestly, after April 8th, you really, really want to just be ready for anything. Go out buy yourself a brand new suit. It may get you ready for that headhunter that's been headhunting you, but you didn't even know it. And this Uranus energy comes in and gives you this opportunity. And Saturn says, okay, green light, go. This is okay with me. And then Jupiter says, okay, they're going to rock this interview because they are all set. And I'm going to make this an opportunity for them, and I'm going to make it happen. If you are thinking about going back to school, this is an excellent energy. Now remember that Jupiter is a great guru, and that's why Saturn and Jupiter work so well together. They understand each other. Now their disciplines are different, and I think sometimes they have conflicts over how they want to influence people. Because Saturn is very restrictive and creates obstacles and creates and believes in everything through hard work and discipline. Whereas with Jupiter, Jupiter believes in just giving you as many opportunities as possible and blessing you so that you can move forward with this. So these energies work well, just in different ways. But understand that Jupiter is going to work with this Saturn and retrograde energy to help you expand in your mental well-being, in your spiritual well-being. It's a great time if you want to become spiritually knowledgeable in a particular new facet of a religion or in a metaphysical realm. It's a great time for that, and I really truly would like to encourage you to work with this energy because it can expand you in a new, enlightening way that you had never even thought possible before all of this beautiful energy came into your life. It may expand you in a different way. Maybe for me, when Jupiter went retrograde, it expanded my soul. It made me go back and fine-tune my mental well-being. And through that, I sought spirituality. I was taught by this Jupiter in retrograde and all of this Saturn energy that we had in the Pluto-Uranus squares. I actually used them, I think, in the best way that you can to understand that these are teaching energies. It wasn't a time of getting a lot of blessings. It was a time of learning. And I took it as that. And I understood that I wasn't going to get my dreams. I understood that my dreams weren't going to be reality at this time. I understood that the best that I could do is fine-tune myself from within to receive the material things that I needed. And hence, I created a channel and I talk to all of you guys now. And my whole life path changed thanks to Jupiter in retrograde. So, dear Leos, I want to say, yay! And I want you to look beautiful, and I want you to get caught up in being flashy again, and I want you to not be afraid to put yourself out there. For me, I wanted Jupiter to run through me today, and Christina Aguilera, I feel her. I feel her music deeply. I connect with her. There's something about her that really I identify with. And so I'm happy to represent her Jupiter energy in this video, and she's inspired me in 100 ways. So I love her flashiness. I like that she's just out there and she's authentic. But that's what I love about a Sagittarius. I hope you have a wonderful and fabulous time with all of this energy. I want you just to harness it. Now, for me, energy is all about harnessing. I just want us all to start focusing the energy 100% in the direction it's supposed to go so that we can get the most out of that energy. That's what I'm hoping for every time I do these videos. I want to show you the direction to go. I want to show you where to focus your energy. I want to show you where to emphasize your life so that you can move forward in that direction. Like I talked about in the last video, I want to tell you to turn left. Okay, here's the time to go straight forward, 110%, just all the way forward, and don't stop, because this energy is absolutely amazing for forward movement.